known to be one of the all-time favourite royal programmes, and one that Prince William, Catherine and Our Gracious Majesty the Queen never miss. But what is it? What is the good news concerning that particular programme? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you. I love these big houses, don't you? You know, when you wander around London, I don't know what it's like that in your part of the world, but I love walking through rich areas, daydreaming. You know what it's like? You sort of think to yourself, I wonder what it's like if I live there. Would I like it? All that sort of stuff. How many bathrooms do you need? And let's not get into that dilemma, but you know, that's what I like about London. There's so much history, as I often say, but when you look around these wonderful buildings, you kind of wonder who could afford to live there before, whose house did it belong to, and more importantly, whose house is it now? Who can afford to live there? You know, because London prices are astronomical, let me tell you. Wherever you go, it doesn't matter what you live in, you know. At this rate, I think I'll be clubbing up with one of the dogs at Battersea Dogs Home. It's so tight to find a space, you know. Seriously, it's very, very expensive. But as I say, that's the beauty of London. When you look around, you see all these wonderful houses that used to be mainly held by titled people. That is really the topic of our big royal entertainment story today, and let me tell you the background to this, because if you are a fan of this particular TV show, which was then turned into a big screen money spinner, and we're talking of course about the ever brilliant Downton Abbey, which is written by Julian Fellowes and of course has been a great success all around the world, translated into so many languages. I believe over 100 countries now screen that particular show, possibly more. And we do know that Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, was a big fan of Downton Abbey because she asked to go and see the set. That's right, she paid a royal visit out at Ealing Studios where all the interiors are shot. And then of course we've got the wonderful Highclere Castle. I love that place, don't you? Wonderful. And I think the lady Carnarvon, I think it's Lady Carnarvon, she's done a wonderful job in putting it back on the map and making it a tourist hotspot. If you do come over to the United Kingdom and you get a chance, do go on that tour. I'm not sponsoring them, they don't give me any money. It's just one of those wonderful places where you think, I'm glad I came on this. But back to your news story, simply this, you know, that if you are a fan, as you know, we had recently a new era of Downton Abbey back in the cinemas, and no doubt at some point I would imagine screened on British television around about Christmas time. Normally it's about 6 months after, isn't it? Well, according to a very good source, the production company, that film made enough money for them to consider another movie. Catherine's going to be delighted. Not so sure about Prince William. As we know, Camilla likes Strictly Come Dancing. Charles not saying not keen, but not as keen as Camilla. You get the picture, don't you? But yes, it looks like another movie is going to be made, and of course appearing with all the favourites. Won't give the ending away of the last big movie because it was rather dramatic, as they often are. But it's interesting because Julian Fellowes said to me when we were chatting to him that if somebody needs to leave, they simply have to die because there's no coming back to Downton Abbey. I suppose only if you're a ghost, you know. So whatever happened in the last movie, and I'll leave that for you to work out, that of course they can't return. Thing is, of course, the show goes forward. So I really just wanted to share that with you. If you're a fan of Downton Abbey and you love the latest movie or you haven't seen it yet, do treat yourself. It is a wonderful hour and plus of entertainment. But the good news is there's definitely going to be more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.